Hello and welcome to another episode of the Adrienne Ross Show, where sports and culture connect. How many of you remember when the Indiana Fever brought in player development coach Keith Porter from Connecticut? He'd been there with Stephanie White in Connecticut. She brought him in. He left everything and said, I would love to go to Indiana. It's uncharted territory for me, but I want to go. I want to have an opportunity to work with this team. And in particular, he talked about having the opportunity to work with Caitlin Clark. Then we got to see Caitlin working out with him in the gym. That was a sight to behold. Then we got an opportunity to see him work with Aliyah Boston. Let's park here with Aliyah Boston. I've been watching her in Unrivaled. I've been wanting to see her be more aggressive, and I haven't been seeing that. But I'm also on record as saying that I believe she absolutely needs to be prepared for this season. Last season, the 2024 season, coming off of Rookie of the Year, she didn't come in shape. She wasn't ready to run the floor. She wasn't ready to catch Caitlin's passes. And let's be honest, I don't think anybody was. So Aliyah Boston was one of those, even though she was coming off of Rookie of the Year, had been the number one in the draft, etc. I've said I believe that will not happen in the 2025 season. And I know that there are people who don't agree because they don't like what they're seeing in Unrivaled. I believe when Unrivaled ends in just under 3 weeks, Aliyah Boston is going to have an opportunity to get in the gym with Keith Porter, with some of her teammates. And I believe she learned from last season and she's going to be ready. Okay, so yesterday I went back to the workout Aliyah Boston had with Keith Porter. I wanted to watch it again. It was like 11 minutes and change. So I watched it again and I noticed something I had not noticed before. And I kept rewinding it and looking at it again and looking at it again. Why? Because I believe there's a piece in there that's going to help Aliyah Boston. And that as she returns from Unrivaled, because we know 3-on-3 is not the same as 5-on-5. So I can't judge her how she's going to play on 5-on-5 based on how she's playing in 3-on-3. It's not the same. There are some skills that are absolutely the same. They translate, they're universal. But when she comes back and she gets to work with Keith Porter and her teammates, it's going to be a whole different ball game. And I saw something in that video and I looked at it and I said, if Aliyah Boston can take this seemingly small piece of advice, it's going to help her and therefore the team tremendously. So let's go back to that workout video and I'll show you what I mean. So let's get started. I'm going to play just a little bit and then I'm going to stop and talk to you a little bit and then we'll go back. Now I'm going to do this again and I want you to pay close attention to how she approaches her shot. Look at the way her body is positioned as she's shooting the basketball, where she is in her body movement when she shoots the basketball. So I'll go back just a little bit. Pay attention to that. And then I'm going to let you hear the instruction he gives Aliyah and see it, of course. Here it is again. So I back it up a little bit more. And watch her whole body, which you can see it. And watch her right now. See where she is right now? You see where she is? The ball's still in her hand. You see her body posture. Okay? All right. I'm going to press the button here. I'm going to let you hear what he has to say to her. Okay, so listen to his instruction.
That's right. When you're here, Stay here and then explode. What you're doing, you're hitting, fully extended, now you're killing your leg drive.
Okay, so back that up again. I guess you didn't hear it. He said, I want you to stay here and then see where he is. I want you to stay here and then I want you to explode. Then he says, what you're doing is that you're down, then you're standing up, then you're shooting the ball, which means you're losing your leg power. So let's hear him again.
Stay low. That's right. When you're here, stay here and then explode. What you're doing, you're hitting, fully extended, now you're killing your leg drive. Yeah, one more now. Yeah, that's all. Put it away.
Just a little tweak there. She still doesn't get low as she should. But again, what he's saying to her is, this is what I want you to do, but this is what you are doing.
Stay here.
Down. See, he's low so that when he goes up, he's got the full force of his legs. You hear a lot of people say about Aliyah Boston, at least last season, well, man, she's not even getting up off the floor. She's not even jumping up off the floor. She's too weak. She needs to go stronger. Notice what he said. And he said, that's all, just a little tweak. He's telling her, I want you to, boom, when you make that move, when you're landing, I want you to land low, stay crouched down, has those knees bent, and then explode. But if you're going to land straight up already, then you can't really explode to the basket. Right? And people are, Aliyah Boston, she needs to be stronger. Aliyah Boston, she's kind of soft. Aliyah Boston needs to go harder. This is going to help her go harder because she's going to get that force. Like he said, if you already land straight up, then you lose that drive, that driving force from your legs. Okay. So that's how my mind works. I watched the video again yesterday. Like I said, I don't remember noticing this before, but I saw it and I watched it over and over and over again. And then I watched how she was using her body before then. And then after he gave her that little bit of instruction. So for those of you who are geeks of this stuff like I am, we're going to get to see it again. Here we go.
That's right. When you're here, stay here and then explode. What you're doing, you're hitting, fully extended, now you're killing your leg drive.
Pulling your leg drive down. She needs to get even lower, but better.
Yeah, that's all. Put it away.
It's a little piece, but I think it's a big piece. That's why I say when she gets to come back home and get in the gym with Keith Porter, have some individualized workouts, have some individualized lessons, it's going to help her. And then of course she gets in there with members of the team, and then it gets even better and it helps everybody. But I just wanted to isolate that little piece. So let me go back to where we were before he gave that instructions, when I said pay close attention to her body form. Right? You'll see what I mean right here. You'll see what he means right here. He's watching. He's seeing her legs right here. Balls in her hand, not much bend to her knees at all. Loses some of her explosiveness. Right here. Balls in her hand. Not the bend that she needs. She's dribbling, and then she stands up, and then she's trying to release off of that. So he's trying to get her to spring up with her knees bent so that she can explode to the basket. So he waits till he has an opportunity to point that out, which of course is right here, as I just showed you. It's the little things. I used to tell my players, if you take care of the little things, the big things will take care of themselves. So I know there are a lot of people who are not feeling comfortable about Aliyah Boston. I know with this new roster, she definitely has to bring it. But if I were a betting woman, I'm going to say I'm believing that Aliyah Boston is going to bring it. She's going to be working with him. He's going to pick out these little things. He's going to help her grow and develop. And I expect that she's going to come out being more aggressive. Enough of, oh, she's so nice. Oh, she doesn't want to go hard to the basket. He's going to point these things out. And I'm expecting Aliyah Boston to come out there and be the player she can be. And she's got people like DeWanna Bonner, who's already in her ear saying, what do you want? I want to be a great player in this league. Okay, that's what you want. You want to be a great big? I can help. Let me know how I can help you, because I can help you. All right. So I think having him, of course, and having the other pieces around her, I'm going to just go out on a limb and say, I don't even know if it's a limb, but I'm going to go out and say, if I were a betting woman, my bet's that Aliyah Boston is going to come out and she's going to be more aggressive. Her footwork's going to be better. She's going to explode more to the basket. Do you think something so little can make a big difference? Absolutely it can. When you're talking about being a big and being a force down low and using that leg strength that you got, yeah. And the rear end strength that you got too, that you get when you get low and come up strong, I think it can make a big difference. So I just wanted to share that with you. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think. What are you thinking about Aliyah Boston? What are you thinking about that little tweak he was showing her? Especially those of you who, have played the game, have coached the game, and know the game. Love to hear your thoughts. I will catch you next time, God willing. God bless you.